going on, world? Oh, Jesus. Fuck up. All right. What's going on, world? It's your boy at Big Game James _36. This is Big Games B.S. After a little hiatus, rightfully so, something happened in this world, and it's almost like a comet. It hasn't happened in over 10 years. And tomorrow, tomorrow everybody gets to join in the greatness of what is NCAA 2025. Is it 2024 or 2025? I got the game and I've been playing it, but I've been saying it's always the year. It's never the current year. It's always the next year, right?
It's college football.
Oh, they took the NCAA out of that bitch. So it's college football 2025.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Even better. Bottom line is, I ain't going to hold you. It's what the fuck I've been doing for the last, since, you want to know where I've been? Well, obviously I have workouts in the morning, so I believe we'll try to get something sometime tomorrow-ish. What time? What you guys, what's the schedule like tomorrow, man?
I'll be
I might have Chris. Let's just get up in the morning and do some shit. You think we can get that going? Get them 2 in a row, or you got to go to work early?
I can do something.
All right, cool. Let me tell you, Miles got a new car and acting new, man. Like, that shit is fly. It's fly. I did not know Hyundais make cool cars. First car my mother ever had, Hyundai hatchback, burnt red. And like, I don't know if y'all know what a hatchback is, but it's like a sedan with that wants to be a what did they used to call those? We used to call them the middle America limos, the station wagon. It's like a sedan that wanted with a station wagon back. We got picked on so much. I got picked on, and I mean, it was 1984. My mom had that shit till 1996, man. But like, that was the only Hyundai I knew. That thing, that's how I think about it. She got that in college, like right when I was born, and that thing lasted that long. It was crazy, dog. Like that, I think you should have taken better care of it. Like, I'm talking about, we was on the road, we was going to like everywhere in that bad boy, man. But like, they nice though. They know the Hyundai. What kind of Hyundai you got, Miles?
Kona.
Okay, I don't even only Kona I know is Kona Ice, but it's cold though. I'll give you that much, man. It looked good. It's the temptation of when you see a new car, it makes you want a new car, but I don't want a new car note. So I'm good with Griselda. Her old ass is going strong. 10 years, July 1st was my truck's 10-year birthday. As I go into my 40th year, here in a week from today. No, a week from tomorrow, I will be 40, and I do intend on working. Shout out to Luke. Luke's birthday was yesterday.
Hey, happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Luke. You know what? I'm gonna do Luke a solid. What'd you say?
About what FSU football put the Renegade report?
Nah. What are
He's saying I paid $5 for Twitter. Apparently, you have to have the highest one.
Yeah. That's George. Yeah, George. We just found that out. That's what we've been using for 30 minutes today, George. We've been trying to figure out what's wrong with Twitter, and I went on ahead and paid for the premium. Because it's $8 if you do the web version. It's $11 if you do the app version. Per month. Excuse me. Yeah, per month. Per month is that if you do that. So I already paid. I went and paid for it, but it didn't do anything. So Luke, if you want to come on, I'm gonna hook you up for your birthday, Luke. It's go ahead. That's sent to you right there. Tell a friend that we're on. We haven't been on, and we're not on Twitter. We're only on YouTube. So our shit's gonna be crazy. Shout out to my guy Bert. I miss hanging out with Bert. I want to shout out Bert. Bert was the reason why people think I'm philanthropic is because of Bert. Bert, you hanging out with us in August for the book bag and food drive? Because Bert is the guy who makes that go. Bert's the first person who ever one of the first people who put me on the food game. So I want to talk about that. Get my guy Luke's right there. Go ahead, bring him up. Give him a Luke is a grown ass man, man. Luke's not that old, but he's traveled. He's been in the military. He's been in all kinds of other shit. I want to say Feliz Cumpleaños, Pele.
Muchísimas gracias, mano. Thank you, bro.
What's going on, man? How you doing, brother?
What's happening, team? What's up, Miles?
Hey, what's good, man? What's good? Happy birthday,
ain't nothing
Luke.
to it. I appreciate you, my friend.
Yeah, man. Luke has been holding it down. Just wanted to go ahead and tell you happy birthday, man. Go ahead and get your shout out. Get your take on, Luke. Special edition take. Luke is the first. Is Luke the first? Yeah, because I never had TY on there. I can't have TY on because I have a strict rule. No grown man who's been body slammed by another grown man can be on my show. I'm sorry. It's in the Geneva Convention. When I found out that Big Homie slammed him, it just fucked up my whole. Those are Twitter things right there. But Luke is the first hurricane that I've had on my channel. So go ahead, Luke. Speak your piece, brother.
Man, what's good with it, man? First of all, I just really appreciate all the well wishes from all you guys and the camaraderie we have in the sports den. Even though we don't necessarily bleed the same colors when it comes to our fandoms, the amount of love and support that we show towards one another, how enjoyable it is to just have the unity of being fans of sport. And straight up, what this is BS. We get to bullshit around. We get to hear different takes and get to enjoy that camaraderie, to keep reusing that word. I mean, can't put a price on it. You can't quantify it. It's something that is really, honestly, and truly one of the better, more enjoyable parts of my week. And
I'm going to cut you off there because that's not true.
Talk to me.
We can. It's $3.99. It's a $9.99. It's a $34.99, and it's a $99.99. So there's 4 different levels that you can actually do to be able to quantify the fandom. You can be a colored like Luke. Luke is my fellow colored, man. So, but again, dude, happy birthday. Happy things are going well for you, dude. Joseph Harris says, finally a logical Hurricane fan. Luke is. Luke and who's my other guy? He's got the Mario logo. He hasn't been around in a minute. He used to do my show, Chris show, all of those shows, man. I think he might have been not an op. He's definitely not an op. I think he was a bot because he was coming in that bitch strong, man. And then all of a sudden he just disappeared, man.
I remember that.
Bobby, that's it. Shout out to Eric for Bobby. Yeah, Bobby was a really actually his name was Realistic Kane fan, if I remember correctly on Twitter. But yeah. So cool, man. All right, man. Happy birthday. You want to read what you tweeted? I mean, what you put on the chat line about the captain of your ship
Talking about, oh yeah, I mean, we're the way the team's progressing right now. I mean, we always close strong with recruiting during December. So I think we'll have a few flips, and that's going to be nice. And I think the same can be said for Florida State. I'm a humble and honest man. So games are won on the field, though. And there's a lot of talking going on in the off season, and a lot of projections and prognosticating about what's going to happen, what's not going to happen. And we'll see. I think that one thing I'll say, we never really talk about Florida as much because we don't have many of them come on the channel, and that's okay. Everybody's welcome. Just you got to pay your tithes.
Crazy.
You got to pay your tithes and offering. So
I got the best Florida intel. Like I get the best Florida news that I get than Florida State news.
But I've seen Sunbelt Billy. Like I've seen somebody that knows they're about to die. Like if you've ever seen that video on Twitter of the guy who was in Columbia at the club in the 90s, and he gets the note and he finds out he's about to get shot. That's how Sunbelt Billy looked at media days for the SEC. I'm gravely concerned for the University of Florida. I don't think he makes it into that tough stretch of the schedule where they have, I believe it's 6 or 7 games against people that are projected to finish in the top 20 in Vegas right now. I firmly not only believe, I almost bet my life on Miami winning. We're favored by 2.5 in Vegas right now. I have us not winning by less than 8 points in that game. I think it's going to be something like 31-20. And yeah, we'll see what Miami does. We missed on Pickett on my birthday. That was very disrespectful. He wants to go to LSU and he wants to dance up there with Brian Kelly and do all this stuff and make TikTok videos. That's cute. But, Florida State has proven games are won on the field. I hope Miami follows suit this year. I have told you all in the chat, and I'm not braggadocious and cocky and an airhead like other people in my fan base. And all due respect, it takes all kinds to make all kinds. But I do honestly think that we will play Florida State in the ACC championship this year. And I do think that we will win the game October 26th in Hard Rock. I hope to see you all there. I think it's going to be great. I know that James will have something cooked up, and I'm going to try to do my part to help with that. And I would love to see all your faces in Miami. I did my part. I came to Tallahassee last year. Appreciate you for shouting me out for that, James. You know, I am a firm proponent of standing on business. I don't care if it's 1 against 100. I'm going to rep what I rep, and it's all good. And, you know, I have nothing but love for you all. Please come down to Miami. I'll make sure I show you a good time. In terms of who wins the actual ACC championship, we'll see. You know, longevity is a mug. How health is very important, you know, on all sides of the equation, on every team. And I think that Florida State is a little, I'm not going to say green, that's the wrong terminology, but you are replacing a lot of talent that you lost. You know, Miami cannot say that. Our what was our first draft pick? James was in the 5th round or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's abysmal.
No.
Okay.
Was it James? Yeah,
No,
James.
I'm saying your name, James, but James Williams was not the first one. I think it was
No,
Cam Kitchens.
I was trying to remember who. Yeah, Kitchens was picked. No, I thought the boy from Oklahoma was the first DB pick, or he was the first corner pick. Anyways, it doesn't matter. It was a long
I mean, we don't have to replace as much because we didn't lose as much, and that speaks to, I hate to say it, but the talent development. You know, with what Mike took over from Willie, it took him a few years. He went through some growing pains. He does relatively through the same time period as Mario have about the same record, but the ship got made right in that 3rd year. And you saw progression. You saw elevation of the team, and you saw an on-field product with the same players that weren't winning with Coach Taggart were able to get done what they needed done with Mike Norvell. And I hate Mike Norvell. I won't lie. I think he's corny. I think he's cheesy as hell. But that's fine. You know what? He doesn't get paid for my opinion. He gets paid to win games, and he's doing that. I'm not going to disparage my Cubanos, but you know, I cannot say the same about Mario at this time. There is no development of product. I've been a season ticket holder for this team for going on 5 years now. I go to every game. I go to almost every away game. You will not find a more passionate, authentic, and at the end of the day, the most important thing, honest Miami fan. I do not see any roadmap to improvement or success. We saw Tyler Van Dyke as soon as Rhett Lashley left our program and went to SMU, which, James, we've talked about that before. I think SMU is going to be very much under the radar this year and surprised a lot of folks. But Tyler Van Dyke became a completely different quarterback, and you cannot blame that on Josh Gaddis going and doing what he did, and then Shannon Dawson doing what he did, et cetera, et cetera. I actually happen to like our position coaches. I love D. Nick, you know, and I'm so glad that he got elevated. James, you always give Gidry props, you know, on your show. And you said that, damn, I wish he had went to LSU. Once again, that's why I fuck with you, man. You're a person of integrity, and you call a spade of a spade. You know, so I like Shannon Dawson. I like what we dial up. We just didn't have the personnel to execute last year. We didn't have the consistency piece. We did have some injuries that hampered us, whatever. But it's no excuses. You should not be throwing 3 interceptions on the road at NC State unless you owe a bookie in Vegas like 50 bands. Like there's no excuse for that.
Let me get you all back so I can go do my show. We could have. I may have to get you during the season. I got you, Luke. We will do a Miami episode, and we will talk about Miami. I will pick the schedule. I will do my wins. You do your wins. You'll get a chance to break it down however you want. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna let you have that because it's. I mean, I ain't gonna hold you. It was actually pretty good. I'm not bullshitting you. Like, it wasn't nothing in there. So, but I will be at the Miami game. I will have my credentials. I will be walking in my green jacket all over. And I am rooting for Miami to be in the Gator Bowl. I know Miami fans don't want that, but I would love that. I'm literally a beacon of hope for all my rivals. I either want Miami or I want Florida because that means the tickets that I get for the game have just exponentially increased in value. Like if Florida State comes, nobody wants to come to the Gator Bowl right now after last season. But if anybody else, we're January 2nd, 8 p.m. prime time. That's a game that everybody can bitch about it, but you want to play after Christmas. You don't want to play during Christmas. And Jacksonville is fun. I'll show everybody a good time. They'll be on the Amelia Island. And Amelia Island is very beautiful. It's cold as shit, but it's beautiful. But all right, Luke, man, appreciate you, dog.
Thank you all for having me on the show. James, thank you so much. Go Canes, and good luck to you all this season.
All right, there we go. That's my guy, Luke. Luke, doing this thing. But again, going back to the beginning of it, because you know how we do this is brought to you. This is Big Games B.S., part of Dead Media Group, presented by Alpha Alpha Clinics Online. Man, we got some really cool shit. Check this out. We do TRT. I just got my blood work done. I actually got to go check it out. Have her yell at me because when I got my blood work done, I was eating sugar and all kinds of sweets and shit. I know my testosterone's fine. I know all of those other different things are fine. But there is this, and everybody keeps talking about Ozempic bodies. So you lose your weight, and then they automatically assume it's Ozempic. Ozempic is nothing but a peptide called semaglutide. And there are other peptides that can help you that are naturally occurring. And there's one that we just got that we're getting access to. It's called BPC 157. BPC 157. It is literally basically legal HGH. It will help you recover. It helps all kinds of different things. There's a ton of research that's behind it. We also have a few other different peptides. I'm going to be going with Christina, where she's going to be giving us a breakdown about the health and the different things like that. But if you're an athlete, a weekend warrior, and you got that goddamn knee aching, you fucked your knee up, BPC 157. That's what you want to do. It helps increase your white blood cells. It helps increase your red blood cells. It helps increase cell reproduction, which also helps you with your recovery. And that's kind of what you want. So holla at her. I'm telling you, just tell the Big Game sent you, man. We got all that shit for you, man. We get it for you. Also, for the other shit, like some of y'all, man, you need a blue pill. We got you, dog. We can get you the blue pill. You need stop going to the fucking gas station. Go to Big, holla at your boy, and we'll get you right. Like, I want you living, dog. The gas station. I don't think that I've taken the rhino. I don't know, man. I don't think it works. I think it's just.
I've been too scared.
I think it's just a bunch of the idea of how braggadocious people were about a fucking rhino. Anyways.
It's just one way I don't want to die.
Right. Well, yeah, imagine that. You die like Kevin Samuels. He died. No, not. He didn't die. I think he died. I think it was a little booger sugar around there. But I think he actually died. He died getting something though.
Oh wow.
And she was a nurse.
Oh, come on. Come on, God. Why do you gotta write the jokes?
I mean, it's wow. Like women, the bitter bitches was like loving it. They're like, look at him, he died lonely. Nah. He died in some vagina. Clearly wasn't lonely. Clearly he wasn't lonely. Like, I mean, that's kind of like, I don't know. This is why I say women don't listen to men. Because almost every man says if they're going to go out, it's the way you want to go out. Like, it's terrifying to y'all. But for us, what a way to go out is some pussy. Like, when you step back and you really listen to some of the shit that he was saying, and you listen to all of it, he really wasn't that bad of a guy.
He says a lot of stuff that women say today. It's just vice.
It just came from him. Now, what he said to, like, I was so mean to women. I was like, have you heard him speaking to men?
Yeah.
He told
can't
them
even date without 50,000 in the bank or something.
No, that was TK. And it's 25,000.
Oh.
And I understand what TK was saying. It's not about the money. But he said it like this. It's not about the money. It's about if you're having sex with a woman, you have no right to go into her life, ruin it, and provide nothing for her. Because you can have a kid. So if you have a kid, you need to be. The problem is a lot of people are having kids without any security. Having security, having something in the bank, having something consistent helps you in the long run. So if you aren't with the woman, you got that. You should be able to take care of some bills to make sure your kid is properly taken care of. That's really the mind. It could be 5,000. It could be 10,000. is really not. It's not 25,000 to give to her.
Yeah, no,
It's 25,000 for your fucking self, so that you're not a bum. That's really what he's saying. But yeah, Kevin was saying. Kevin told the dude like, you make $800 a month. You're fat, and you got a little dick. What does a woman have to look forward to in you?
That's
I was
my
like,
main point.
yo,
You just have to have something to.
He was like, you have absolute. He said you don't have a right to be mad at women for not hollering at you. But anyways, 5th annual book bag drive, Orlando, coming up here. Still need donations. Met with the mayor today. Hopefully, not mayor of Orlando. Met with the mayor of Jacksonville in their office today. Hopefully, we'll have some good news. Hopefully, I'll have some good news about Mike Norvell. All of those different things. I was on the news on Monday in Orlando. You can go check out there. Shout out to the Orlando Seminole Club for putting that up there. Let me tell you guys what the numbers are right now. So this is what I need you to do, right? If you don't donate, right? Cool. If you don't watch this show, right now we got, it's not a lot of people, but it's 35. So this is 35 things that I need you to do. Don't retweet the donations video with Dr. Umar. Can you go to the next video? I need y'all to go to my pinned tweet and click on the quote tweet. So this one right here, don't, is that up? Yeah. Don't click on the quote tweet. Take that quote tweet and click it, because here's where we are right now for the free book bag giveaway. Now, Orlando, we're doing good. We got 250 registrations for the book bags and the food. So we good right there. Keep pushing that up. I'm bringing 500 bags to Orlando. I want to give away that. She didn't give me the shit. I think Tallahassee is over there. Tallahassee is like at 600. No, excuse me. Tallahassee's at 402 right now. That's cool. I do my media push next week in Tallahassee. The football camp in Tallahassee is only at 52 registrants. We're going to have FSU football players. Josh Farmer is one of the guys who said he's going to come. I'll have more guys here soon. All I need you to do is retweet that and tell people to sign up. Please. Now, if they want to donate, donate. But I do need to get rid of this product. I got to get it off my hands, okay? So please, if you could, Orlando's this Saturday. Tallahassee's next Saturday and Sunday at Bond Elementary School and FAMU DRS. And then Jacksonville is the following Saturday, Long Branch Elementary School, Edward Waters University. Orlando's at West Oaks. So please, if you could, help me out with that. That would be great. I want to shout out this chick right here. This young lady right here. She's in female flag football is the thing coming up. Women can't come to our football camp. Man. Baby girl got that glow. I found her on social media, on IG, and then somebody shouted me out, put her in there. I just want to big up Duval, this Duval chick right here. I love embarrassing other chicks. My daughter played football, but she wasn't like this. It bothers me. I get mad when my kids aren't great at stuff. I actually am judging Trey based upon B5 right now, but we're gonna try to get Trey to B5. And I'm gonna talk about my son here in a second, but watch this young lady right here cook. That girl didn't stand a chance.
Yeah, for real. Ooh.
Is that the same play or you did another play? Damn.
Nah, it was a different.
Ooh. Ooh. Give me that head top. And she looked at it. I love it, man. Knees. Here we go.
Ooh.
Yep. Chasing. Yeah, up top chicken box. And throw the ball at it. I love the attitude. That's what I'm talking about. Like, okay. I know I can say. My youngins could say the word, but man, it's just, I love when they just talk so much trash. It's so adorable. It is adorable. I love it. She's talking that shit. Do your thing, girl. I hope you, if I become rich one day, I'm giving you an NIL deal. Man. Man. All right, so cool. That's that was that right there. Moving on to the next thing. Let's just like not bury the lead, bump all of this stuff right here. I'll save some of this for the because we're doing the show tomorrow, and I know CJ said he's coming on. We'll go on down to just the video game. Let's just talk about this. Why I haven't been here since Monday. A lot of people, a lot of content people, a lot of people been posting shit. We'll get into some of the previews because I was supposed to have this show on Monday, but then the game came. And let me just tell you what the game does to people. Like, I was playing the game at 4, and then I don't know what happened, but it was like 8 o'clock, and it was time to do Chris's show. And then I did Chris's show. And then I was ready to like stop, and then I was ready to like go play the game again. Like I'm sitting in year 3 at the ACC championship playing Virginia Tech. Luke Cromenhawk is right now he's neck and neck with some guy from NC State for the Heisman Trophy. Cam Davis is cooking with grease right now. I had a transfer that came in from Michigan that's leading the nation. Like Roydell Williams got back-to-back running back of the year awards. But I also had Jalen Lucas. It's some cats, man, just whenever you put the videos. It's some cats up there, man, that are just like Malik Benson, fire on the game. It's fucked up because it makes you want. This is also first and foremost, before I even get started, here's why the video game means something to me. If you want to win, what is my saying? America was like 4-5 loves talking about make America great again. America was great when America used the fullback.
Back.
The video game, like you can go to On3 right now, go to 247, go to Rivals. You don't see a fullback board. You don't see it. You don't see the number 1 fullback in the nation like that. But what does the video game include? The goddamn fullback. This is what I'm talking about right here. And that's what I saw. I needed the people to realize this is the behind the. They're talking about wide receivers, talking about O-line. Fuck all that. Fullback. That's what you need. Go there. You go make sure every season you allot a scholarship to make sure you get a fullback. It'll help your running game. So to the next thing. So which one? Okay, go ahead. This is the clay. This is some gameplay right here. That's Roydell. Somebody's not using them very well.
It makes me think back, and then they were able to just explode.
So they're just using the running backs. There was a DJ Lundy's a unit on this game. He does pretty good. He caused a fumble right there, if I'm thinking correctly. The defense, though, I'm gonna be honest with you, it's damn near impossible to fucking play defense. Oh, he got the interception. It's tough to play defense on this game. I just like play the game and then I just fucking what do you call it? I simulate it because I'm just not gonna torture myself like that. Right now, Trey's playing Road to Glory, but I was going back over some of the Patrick Payton good, Marvin Jones Jr. good, Earl Little's good. Like this game, as a fan, if you're playing with your team, your favorite players, will probably give you a embellished feel and vibe. Now, I played Miami, right? Year 1, beat Miami. But goddamn, boy, that motherfucking Cam Ward. And also, Martinez is really, really good on the video game. Fuck Martinez, like with Magic's dick. Like that's how good he is. Like it's annoying. We'll go to some other gameplay looks here. You can blow them up. So if you understand the passing game in this game and you understand zone coverage, man coverage, and you know timing, right? You can if you throw the ball like on your post, your corners, your in routes. If you're looking at the defense and you throw that thing as soon as they make their break, which is what you're taught to do when you like go to the NFL, you're going to be able to kill the defense. Like now, if you're sitting there waiting for guys to get wide open, you better have a really, really good offensive line. Now, luckily, Florida State typically has good offensive lines, and when you look at your numbers, like if, for example, like most of the teams are like 89. Like if they're 89 overall, that's a really, really dominant team, right? If you get to a team and you see that they're like 82, get ready to run up the score. Like run the fucking score up. You're gonna blow this team out. Now, what we do know too, it has a 12-team playoff, and it has all these other different things going on. With the 12-team playoff, it's not a lot of close games. There's an upset that happens, but it's a lot of blowouts that they're predicting to still happen. We get more football, but like all the shit that you're trying to prevent, you're not. Really, all the 12-team playoff is an opportunity for the S to have more SEC games. That is an annoying aspect to this game. Is that they keep, like when you get to the 12-team, it's a bunch of fucking rematches.
Oh, really?
And it's nothing like, they're not like trying to like that's a glitch in the game that they're going to have to work on. And I hope that they work on.
They for sure will.
But like right now, it's a tad bit annoying. Eric Lindball says, actually put a big thing up there. He said, I've seen people say Keem is not in the game. Akeem Williams isn't in the game. He's an opt-out. He will probably, from his camp, he will probably join the game later on. There's quite a few kids who are opt-outs. He'll join it later on, more than likely. And I think it's more of that 600. That 600 in a free game wasn't cutting it. So like, especially when you have like they talk about the Arch Manning getting paid $50,000-$60,000 to hit the game. A lot of guys wasn't feeling that. Yeah. Now, Miles, you brought up a good point because we talked about that on the show, right? And the advertising, they would pay more for that. Good coach sells itself.
22 while he played for UNC's
like,
football team.
I don't think you needed to just making this video game. It was sold out before.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think, like, who really, like, all right, so everything in life you hear people say, did you really buy that game early? There's a couple people trying to judge people. And we were like,
this game.
They was like, man, fuck that. I would have paid $150 if the game came out on Friday. I was ready to pay $150. So to get 2 games for $150 and get them early, I got a discount.
That's not what gamers ever said.
Right, but I'm just saying, we've waited 10 years for this.
Yeah.
You didn't need Bordeaux, which shout out to my guy. You didn't need to invite people to there. You could have invited the worst football game players ever. And this game was going to be fine. You could have taken your
facts.
Let me tell you what you did wrong, EA Sports. You took an old school marketing approach, and I get it. Let's get people excited about this game. Like, no, bro, it sells itself.
Yeah, they didn't need to do.
You could have took the interns that you had and let them play, and you would have gotten the exact same results that you got right now. This game could have flopped, and you would have gotten the results that you got right now. Because what we're going to do, we can't go to GameStop and get our money back. I bought the shit online. Think about this. You literally cut out the middleman. You went straight we were able to go direct to the plug to get our Coke, to get our weed, to get our new drug. Because that's what this is a drug.
100%. And they're just starting to get the money to roll in. The main purchase, the game itself, is not where they get their main source of income. It's going to be with the cards and the
I don't even know how to use that shit.
Yeah, but the people who are in it are
they're super in it. Yeah, like, yes, your in-game purchases is where you do, but just think about this. So for years, right, the game is $49. Was it $49.99? So $59.99, something like that between those.
Right.
You sold it for $60. So if you're buying it without that, you're selling it for $60, $69.99, right?
Right.
But if you gave it to a store, that means the store bought it for, typically retail, they bought it for 50% less. So like they might have got it for $39.99 or $29.99, something like that. And then they sold it to us for the retail price. There was you didn't have to lower the retail price. You got it straight up. You made 100% more money on this game than you would have normally made. Arch, these are some of the other things that Miles is putting on there. You see Arch Manning scores at 87. I just like the game it's a drug.
Uh-huh. It doesn't. Speaking as a gamer too, it's almost upsetting. I'm happy to see everybody get into it, but at the same time, they haven't improved the graphics. The crowd is it's the same.
So the graphics of the players has improved.
Okay,
Some of the guys actually look just like that. Some of them don't. And I've seen some people who've gone to the Road to Glory mode, and they've done a really good job editing it, like to where it looks that it's their face, or it's an app that's doing it. I don't know, but it does look like.
Oh yeah, they spend time on the facial editor. Okay,
Luke don't look like Luke, in my opinion. Now I'll tell you who doesn't. As Azarie Thomas, like they just didn't even try with him. That is a Caucasian. That is from the mountains of Caucasus. That there is a white man that's playing that's starting cornerback for Florida State. Clearly, that's not him. I believe Shadur looks like Shadur. Some of the guys they did now.
Okay, like the main.
There is when you look in the stands, I'm like, okay, that does look like a video game avatar. Like it's not like what was it, Call of Duty, where they have the guy with the mask and stuff like that. Like some of those like look really like okay, but it's to be honest with you, who cares?
Yeah,
who cares? The game is there, man. Like it's fuck it. Like
they don't need to really
like
improve.
You could have went. We were so starved for this game. You could have went old school Tecmo Bowl.
Yeah,
where it's literally two colors. It is midnight black or it is porcelain white. That is the two colors right there, and people would have loved it. They would have been like, "Yo, give me more." I cannot wait for the next year to go. Like, but the cool thing is now is that you'll see and you'll see ops and not ops, excuse me. You'll see different updates as it goes on. And again, like I said, it's fun. We can continue to go on down the list. Did we click on everything with that?
No.
Like right now, I'm gonna tell you this. It's the jealousy. Women. I can see women doing recruiting or Road to Glory just to build people like this. Look at the abs.
They really okay. That wasn't in the old game.
Now, what's cool is what's in this that's not an old game is you got the old school way to wear your jersey. You can have the big guys have the big sweatshirts. It's like so many customizations. You can have the knee pads over the knees, like the visor. Like we'll get into where you can see.
That's the Road to Glory.
Well, Road to Glory or regular.
Oh, okay.
Like you can create what you want. Now what used to happen is I haven't tried it because I'm just playing it, and I'm playing with Florida State right now. Don't judge me. I just want to know what the gameplay is like right now. I'm trying to have fun. I will pick something later on. And I'm thinking about this for my guys who want, we can set up a sports den dynasty. I'll go once I get done playing around, once I get done with the book bag drops. Also, remember that while we're talking about that, Sports Den Dynasty, and it will last. It's going to be a while. We're not going to rush through this, guys. All right. Well, maybe if everybody plays their game like in a day or two or something like that, we can keep moving. But I'm thinking you get your week to play your game and recruit and do all those different things. Maybe we'll even go and like do the auto, like they got the auto, not the auto draft, but like a randomizer to pick the teams that you got to play with.
Oh, okay.
So that because obviously everybody wants to play with their alma mater or whatever, unless we want to do a big money league. But obviously you can only have so many Miami fans.
Might take me out of retirement.
So like that, I think that would be cool. That might be what I do. Do two of them. Do a big money league, ACC or whatever. 10 slots, X amount of dollars. you'll win at the end of it. Joseph Harris says, when will I started? Probably after the book bag drop. So probably like August 4th is when I'll start it. But remember, I got to go ahead and set it up. Fantasy football's coming up.
Oh, yeah.
We'll have our fantasy football league again, Den Media Group Fantasy Football League, $3.99. You got to be a greenie to be able to participate in it. We will also do our weekly pick'ems for college and pro. Remember, you got to be all you have to do is be a member. And if you're a member, you get a chance to participate in that. It's $50 a week for the college football pick'em. I believe it was $200. We'll do it $200 for the if you win the fantasy football league and whatnot. So going for there. What was it? What's I can't see.
Oh, it's what is it? Sleeping in and
so like with your road to glory, there's legitimately like text messages that you get, like you want to come to this party. Players like, hey, you gotta. There's hazing in the game. Like you freshmen have to drive the seniors around. And they'll take a player from the team that's on there that you'll have that they'll ask you. Certain things that you make decisions for will affect your GPA, affect your energy level, will, do a whole bunch of other different things. So like, it's kind of, that's cool. I was watching Trey go through that, and you have to like,
awesome.
You have to battle people for positions.
That is dope.
So like you have there's different drills and you have to win like 2 out of the 3. So Trey went from the 4th string running back at Florida State to becoming the starting running back by the end of the season.
By beating, and I guess, do they have cut scenes within you surpass the senior ahead of you?
Now that's next level WWE. I don't know if they have enough RAM or whatever to do that. Because if you remember the old school WWE wrestling video games, they had the cut scenes, and they have the cut scenes in the other. Like I actually know Call of Duty and all those things have cut scenes.
Yeah,
so they might as well have that.
They can definitely do it.
But yeah, you have those things. There's opt outs. There's deal breakers. Kids hit the transfer portal because they're not getting playing time. Like it's pretty. The NILs are not a part of Dynasty mode, but NILs are a part of Road to Glory.
What I love about this is, if you don't know, I'm a big gamer. What you guys are doing, these elements, you played the game in real life.
Yeah.
And you also played this game when you were younger.
Yep.
And now these elements that they added to the game are called RPG elements. You are role playing. Essentially,
right.
You are LARPing.
Yes.
Something you did in real life.
Like which one? I like that. I like LARPing. After watching Role Models. Role Models made me want to LARP. Like it was like you can pick on it, but like it's kind of cool. And also for my guys who are single, before you bash people, because you think it's cool to bash it, remember, there are fine chicks in every aspect of life.
Facts.
And right now, there are fine chicks LARPing right now that you're letting the nerds and the lames get because you're afraid to go use your imagination and storm fake castles and fake swordplay with people. But that's another thing.
Stay away from my nerds.
But yeah, so I sent my mom a picture of Trey, and I think when you get down to not
the Bordeaux one. Show this.
So show this. My bad. We'll get to that. There are glitches. I haven't seen any of these glitches. I don't play enough for the glitches to happen. But like this is wild. And Colorado fans, y'all will be, of course, it's somebody played with Colorado. But watch this. I just love my dog.
Okay, 1-on-1. And invisible couch. Whoa!
The stairway to heaven. Like, I don't think they'll let him score because he hasn't. Oh, they did. That's a hell of a celebration right there.
Being resurrected. What is? I don't even.
Yeah, that's wild.
But I mean, there's a big YouTube fandom of people kind of showing the broken parts of this game specifically, because I don't think EA is like, you're gonna buy it. We don't give. Here's your food. Take it, eat it. You'll like it, and yeah, I'm gonna end up playing this game too.
Like, I mean, dude, like, again, like, I'll get into more of what happened to me this week. Let's go to my personal experience for the game. We got some bump everybody else's stuff. Like go to the notes, and if you go down.
Oh, personal.
Yeah. Like sorry, man. This is just again. I'm telling you, it just has like I literally don't know where hours of my life went. I know where it went, but it just you're like it doesn't feel like you're playing that long. It really feels like I just sat down. Like I sat down, I started playing it, and then like this is what basically this was me to myself right here, like before the game started. If you've watched this, if you've never watched the program, oh my bad, Miles, we got a whole homework assignment I forgot to do. Like, we talk about movies you must watch. I don't give a fuck what anybody said. Fuck Remember the Titans and fuck racism being defeated by black kids beating up on playing football. This is single-handedly the greatest football movie of all time. It's the program.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
It's amazing.
You ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, this is Mississippi State's offensive set. 2nd and 2 on our own 24. What defensive set might we call?
Eagles zip a hero unless a setback shifts into the eye.
Good. 3rd and 7.
Okie Thunder Lion,
What's your assignment?
kill the quarterback. Hit the tight end so hard his girlfriend dies. Kill everybody.
There you go.
This is how
Yes, sir.
serious.
All right, this is Mississippi State offensive set. 2nd and 2 on our own
Right,
24. What
like,
defensive
one-
set might we call?
I got to get one of those old school film projectors.
Projectors,
Like,
yeah.
it's just the football was better than like when you like you see like you knew something was change it. Like that definitely was. So the program is based off of Bobby Bowden's Florida State in the early 90s. Oh no, excuse me, in the late 80s. And
His girlfriend caught the stray.
and everybody thought, or early like during that time, again, bottom line, but everybody thought that that's Marvin Jones, one of the greatest linebackers that ever played football. And when you know Marvin Jones, it's not that far off.
He kind of speaks that
That's
seriously.
kind of how Marvin talks right now. Except for Marvin didn't get hurt and he made it to the NFL and he was a great NFL veteran.
like a Ray Lewis type.
Oh, Murder was not like I mean this with all respect to Murder Ray. Not even the same.
Really?
Not even the same. Like, but Murder was more athletic and was able to adapt to the passing game. Marvin was in an era when we ran, like when you ran the ball all the time.
Yeah.
And he was, I can't even say it because I don't want to get banned. He was unaliving folks, man. Like the man was just like Marvin now is still crazy. Shade Tree is still crazy. But like that's why I feel bad for his son. Like his dad left Florida State in 1992 to go be a first round pick for the Jets. He finished his career he played like 10, 12 seasons with the Jets, right?
Oh, wow.
And he's named after him. So he's Marvin Jones Jr. And I agree with him. He should have gone somewhere else. He went to Georgia first, but now he's at Florida State. And this kid could have a phenomenal career at Florida State.
But
And not even touch the hem of the garment of his father's. Like that's how good Marvin Jones Sr. was. Like Trey can go to Florida State and be way better than me. Trey, he should be better than me. Without a doubt. Marvin Jones Sr. would be lying and doing like that dad shit if he said, "Yeah, my son." It's like Peter Ward Jr. goes to Florida State. He's not like that man. No, he not his daddy, man.
dang.
He's just a good kid though. But Marvin Jones Jr. is good, like, and he will be good at Florida State.
It's a lot of pressure.
It's just he's not his dad, man. His dad is a legend. Not a legend at Florida State. He arguably is the greatest linebacker to have played college football.
Oh, damn.
That's how this man was like finished 5th in the Heisman voting
As a linebacker.
as a linebacker. Like,
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
just like it's wild when you think about how good he is. But that was me talking to myself, trying
Talked
to
about more. My fault.
no, because it's 1992. But he's talked about enough. Like when you say his name and people who know about football, they're like, "Oh yeah, he go." And I think just some of the stuff he's a scary individual, but not braggadocious.
He's not much like a personality. Like
Yeah, he's
that
not like
Ray Lewis.
Dion. He's not like all of those other guys. He's just a
He needs to pray in the middle of the huddles.
yeah. It's like if he would have went crazy and like would be like have the stuff where he's crying and all that.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, that's
like people will remember him, but people just remember him levitating. Like he has a like I had a picture of him in my room. He had a Miami guy. He knocked them parallel. He looked like the magicians when they be like, no. That's what he looked like. The guy looked like that. Polo Kid, does Boots have a chance? On the video game, Boots is really good.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's damn, why can't I think of his dad was really good. But Boots has a better chance than Marvin Jones to surpass his dad because while he was really, really good, a really good linebacker, he wasn't as good as Marvin was. And again, national championship starting linebacker. Like really good.
Imagine how good Keon would have been on this game.
Oh.
I know. Cheat code. So many people would be from Miami picking Florida State all the time just so they could play with Keon.
Keon would have been dirty in this game. Landon Thomas, cheat code. Landon Thomas on the corner route. Trust me. Chef's kiss. Put him in there every time.
Same for Johnny Wilson.
Johnny Wilson would have been. But the only thing I hate is like if you're a guy and you want to throw a bunch of contested catches, the drops are gonna happen.
Oh, really?
They're gonna knock the shit out of you guys. But
oh, wow.
We'll go to the next thing right here, and with one of them, you can go ahead and play the music. I want people to know this was me when I first opened the video game. I got into it. The room was dark. Like it just, I had to feel what I had to go back. I didn't go back 10 years, right? I went back to like my freshman year in my dorms. Actually, I went back to high school. I went back to I don't know where I went in my mind, but this is what my mindset was like when I first put on the EA Sports in the game, all that stuff. Yeah, man, it's just one. That's a great song. Yeah. I don't know if Phil Collins needed his rent paid when he made that song. Like rent was due, but he was in his bag. I don't even know what the fuck was going on, but like that's the best song from Miami. Luke, that is known for Florida State. We play that on loop every game. Like since the song came out, Miami can't have that. Like, but going to the next thing, like it was just a great again, Phil, I don't know what the fuck was going on, but I know Phil Collins wanted to fuck whoever it was up that he saw. Like, it was just amazing. But CJ got caught in traffic right now, so we still like I told him we still talking about the damn video game, man. I don't care about that. I will say this shout out I'll give Miami props though. One thing that is realistic in this video game, Miami loses a lot of games, but they win in fucking recruiting. Them motherfuckers, like I don't get mad about recruiting in real life, but I'm mad about recruiting in the video game, dog. Do you know how many? Because you got your pipeline school, man. So I'm looking at all this stuff, and everybody I lose, every head-to-head battle I have with Miami, I straight up lose. They signed 35 players a year because they let you sign 35. Which is technically only supposed to sign 25, but they give you all of those different things. Like, I'm whooping their ass head-to-head, but they're whooping my ass head-to-head in recruitment, man. I don't know how this works.
Are the high schools real?
No. The kids in the game originally, they don't show you the high school. They just say what city they're from.
Oh, okay.
But they are from those cities. But here's where I don't like it. This is a glitch in the game. So, again, Hialeah, Florida. Very, very, very ethnic. One thing I'll never do as a coach or as a fan or in media, I will never report about a white DB from Hialeah. It's just something that I just don't. It's just not gonna happen. Like they lose, but they're getting everybody. Like you going up for a 4-star, you're like you were first, like because they tell you where your interest level are, and you got like there's open top 10. You can go do all these different things. I'm like, man, I don't want to dine them. I done invited them to the FSU UM game. I have beaten the fuck out of Miami, and boom, they commit to Miami.
That's biased by the game makers.
Like I think that they've captured the realism. So what happens too is when you start a dynasty, you have your coach. Never seen so many, but why do it? This is why people think Florida State fans are crazy, right? But when you consistently have things happen, are you crazy or are you observant? All right. So I pick I pick Florida State. I'm a black coach. Trey picks Florida State for Road to Glory.
Okay, so he's gonna be a player.
He's a player. He's not the coach.
Gotcha.
I think it's not Willie. It's one of the blackest names you can give a coach. Like, so they doing that. My guy throws, I think Luke threw for like 4,200 yards.
Okay,
Passing.
Luke.
He's not in any quarterback list. He's not on any of those things. The only reason he's up for Heisman this time is because I have literally ran up the score against everybody. Like, and he's still second place right now with 54 passing touchdowns.
Racist.
I like every award. We're struggling with that stuff. Why I don't? So you pick your head coach and you can fire your assistants. But obviously I'm black, so
That's
I made
pretty cool. I don't remember that.
You can
ever
fire
being
your
a
assistants.
thing.
You can
That
hire
is
them.
wild.
I'm gonna go deep into this. I am a black man.
Don't tell me you're afraid to fire the other black coaches.
I'm afraid to fire my black coaches.
Oh,
They're doing well. My offensive coordinator is doing well,
He's
but I'm
deep in
afraid
the
to
role
fire.
playing, guys.
I'm afraid to fire my black DC who keeps giving up 400 yards a game.
Do you even
While
remember
we're
the man's name?
Nah, I don't know the name. But here's my point. What if I wanted to hire a white coach? Why EA Sports does the black man have to hire black coaches?
They know what you want. Stop playing.
Like I'm not. This ain't UCLA here.
Deshaun Foster.
I know. I saw a black coach hire a bunch of black coaches and what he had to go through. Nah, man. I'm not finna go. Is that us? Oh, it's all. Like, I'm not finna go through all of that. It only works the other way around. Like, what's funny is there's a school here in Jacksonville, Rains High School, that says they're doing the Drake. They're not like us shit with us at Mandarin. And they're like, you'll go down there and play with those white guys. Because my boy Toby's a big white dude. Toby hired ain't nothing but black coaches on our staff. And Toby. And a white man named Toby. That's the Mandarin thing. But like, so anyway, so that's what's going on with that. None of the coaches that are current college coaches are on the video game right now. They only did stuff, with players and universities. It would have been cool to see, I would have loved to have played with Mike Norvell. But like they got me out that motherfucker like with nothing but black coaches, and I'm wondering if that's hurting me with white offensive linemen. I don't know, but yeah, But the funny thing is that like you can so you start off with like a low level is prestige is low, and then you also start off with what do you call it? You can build your coaching tree or your thing like that. So I started off as another stereotype. I started off as a recruiter. So of course I was black because all black coaches can't be technicians. We got to be recruiters. So
is that true?
That's what they call a lot of black coaches. It's never that you're really good with the X's and O's.
It's because you're charming.
It's because you're charming. You're black. It's again like if. It's not that as I told one of my friends because I haven't been on social media as much, but I did stir the pot a little bit toward the end of last week, if I remember correctly, or maybe it was earlier this week. But I told one of my white friends, I was like, they got in an argument over something that was so silly, and I told him I knew you were going to fall for that bait, and that means you're you can be manipulated if I know how to do this. But what I really stressed to him was, you're trying to win an argument, and you're a middle-aged white man, rich white man, and you're coming off like a middle-aged rich white man, and that's why they're calling you racist. It's not that they don't know your relationship with me. Like, you're not talking to the people like you talk to me. You're talking to win an argument, and you don't even know what you're like. And that's kind of what, what comes off when you say this black guy's a recruiter, or when you say DEI. Like, what if I suck? What if I'm socially awkward and I'm just really good at this? So those are things that Kai's celebrating. Kai's celebrating Trey, I think, right now. But anyway, so going toward that, but like, I also been encapsulated with this game. So the first thing happens. So when you first get on the, we got the Hank Hill. So why is Hank Hill on our screen right now? You have to deal with the transfer portal in Dynasty mode, and they tell you which players are a threat to hit the portal. And I happen to say, guy who I happen to like, Shaheem Brown, and I just tweeted. If you go to the quote tweet, you'll see it more, Miles. And like, this is what I tweet, innocent enough, and this is where I realized that a lot of you guys did not pass the FCAT. I tweeted out with Mike Norvell there, this mess saying Shy, which is Shaheem Brown, wants to transfer and isn't happy. Boy, if you don't get your ass ready for the league after this season, I'm putting you in the portal myself on this game. Stop playing with me. I'm thinking greater for you, champ. Oh my God. Now, I made this at Monday. What time? Monday at 7:37 p.m. I got phone calls. I got a whole bunch of people. I heard Shaheem Brown's trying to hit the transfer portal. Bitch, the transfer portal is closed. It makes absolutely no fucking sense that for anybody to hit the transfer portal on, like, right now in July when camp starts next week. Guys, let me have this moment. Everything ain't news. I done told y'all that shit. That's why I had to put, Bobby, I'm talking about the gosh darn video game. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Like, you gotta, like, men was in their bag right now with the video games, man.
You say on this game.
And I'm like, but that's when I'm like, people don't read. And this is why you guys get upset about silly shit. You skim through it. Like, you didn't even try. Like, you just said, you know what? I'm going to get mad. The beautiful thing about this, though, is that I sent my mother a picture of my son who got done with lacrosse camp. And immediately the first thing he did was come and get comfortable in his room, drink my apple juice. You see his lacrosse helmet right there on the floor.
And the apple juice empty.
Like, you see him comfortable with the red. And then click on the other picture, Miles. And just, if this happens, I will be a proud father. I'll cry. But he's got James Coleman. He should have put the third, Trey Coleman. He's a running back, power back, 5-star. He didn't start. He said, bump that, building the name for myself. I'm going to be a 5-star. He gave himself abs. He got the little nappy fro. I don't know what he's doing with that, with the eye black shit. He looks like Ezekiel Elliott, but a giant.
How tall is he?
And I thought it didn't have it on there. He made himself 6'1". Yeah, it's on there. It's just small. 6'1", 230 pounds.
Tank or small trailer.
Yeah, like, I'm like, bro, if you're 6'1", 230, I can tell you what you're not gonna be. Like, you're not gonna be a running back. We're playing linebacker. You smacking some shit. But I sent my mom this, and she was just like, "Oh my God, it looks like you when you were growing up." And then that was Trey on earlier today. This is Thursday. And then the next picture this was me on Monday. And at 4 p.m. Like, click on the just boom, right there. I said that to my coach's chat, and they're like, bro, like, are you Like, why are you so close to the TV with glasses on?
With the glasses.
I was like, listen, don't judge me. I don't care about your thoughts on what was going on with this. But
boy, locked in too.
I was locked in, man. I've played in. I've won one national championship.
Got any favorite songs you hear? Because when you're in the loading screen and doing all the coaching work, you just get used to. That's where all the time passes. It's not even playing the game.
The music, like you hear a lot of you hear Mobamba, is that what it is?
Oh yeah.
Like they play that a lot.
Oh really?
Yeah. And that's what I'm like. I thought that song was pretty old, but they play it a lot. Yeah.
Saquon Elliott.
Yeah, Saquon Elliott. All right, he made himself a cheat code. He sure did. Like he's like, fuck that. I'm going to be a beast. I'm not worried about any of those things. Yeah, I mean, the video game. I kind of was trying to make this show different. My boy CJ got caught up in an accident. He's out of town. He didn't get in the accident.
Oh, geez, I was like,
my bad. Let me rephrase. I gotta put that out there because man, some of my people got the worst luck. Like Chris, like it's always something going on with Chris. I feel bad for him with some shit, but he's also winning in life with some stuff, so it's good too. I got Tom got in a bad accident during the lacrosse camp, but
not what I want to hear with the new car.
Yeah, because he stayed with a new one, but he wasn't the initiator. Somebody got him, but he's okay for the most part. Just banged up a little bit. It happens when you get old. You don't want those things to happen to you. And then, but CJ, it was a semi truck flipped over, so he's been in traffic. So we were going to talk recruiting. So I'll get him on. We'll talk recruiting. I don't want to really get into a lot of these other shows because it's late right now. I mean, a lot of this other stuff. So we will be here tomorrow. And we will discuss SEC Media Days. It's too much information. We'll talk about the University of Miami a little bit more. Well, not the University of Miami, but we'll talk about their rented home and what happened. Some very un-American things have transpired over the past week. University of Georgia. We'll get into Florida State recruiting, amongst some other different things. We'll get with that tomorrow morning. Sometime between 8:30 and 9:30. I got to do it before I go get these book bags. But outside of that, man, sorry for the delay and pushing things back. This was a great distraction for a lot of chaos and stuff that's been going on. But the video game is here. Ladies, just let us have this. let men have this win. We need it. If you guys still looking to make some donations for the book bag drive, please do. JamesColemanGivesBack.com. Check out the website for Orlando, Tallahassee, and Jacksonville. Outside of that, man, appreciate you guys for chopping it up with me. We'll see you guys next time.